Hey there, I'm Jenny with Coco Daisy, and in this video, we are unboxing the planner kit, inserts, and notebooks from the July 2025 Where the Sea Dreams collection. How about we go ahead and start unboxing the planner kit from the Where the Sea Dreams collection. The planner kit comes in this heavy duty folder that has a Velcro enclosure. It's great for taking all of your items on the go or storing your kits in. Both work beautifully in this folder. Let's go ahead and start with the patterned papers that are included. They are absolutely beautiful. We have 3 sheets of patterned paper. They're 13 by 8.5 inches wide, and they're scored and folded to 6.5 by 8.5 inches. So you can use them for all kinds of projects. So this first one is this beautiful wash of color with the lighthouse lightly in the background. And then when you open it up, you have this vibrant underwater scene. Isn't that beautiful? Just really invokes so many thoughts about being by the ocean or your favorite lake. Then we have this one that is a green with a green net slash, tied ropes. I'm going to just call it a net because that's what it feels like to me. And then on the inside is this wonderful compass. It's like got a nice vintagey feel, just absolutely beautiful tones of gold and blue. Love that. You can use these for dividers or backgrounds or so many different ways to use these beautiful patterns. And then on the inside of this one has the white anchors on the tan background. So you have the shells on the outside and the anchors on the inside. So beautiful. These are made with our nice heavy cardstock weight pattern paper, so they can definitely hold up to some use. Now, also included in this kit is a sheet of PET stickers, and these are kiss cut, so you can go ahead and just pull these right off the sheet. So as opposed to some rolls of PET tape, I have a hard time with these all of the time, but I know that they're very simple to use for most of you. So they are wonderful. They're so thin and absolutely beautiful. We also have our stickers that are included in the planner kit. There are 3 sheets of them. Firstly, we have this sheet that has the numbers, the days of the week, then these sort of little, well, some of them are holidays, some of them are reminders like vet appointments, doctor's appointments, things like that. We have the whole enforcers up here at the top. Then you have some great labels that are awesome. You could absolutely use them on the tabs, and then some little icons as well. So really versatile and totally usable. Then we have the alphabet stickers, more date stickers, and then some box stickers down at the bottom. And of course, a sheet of, you guessed it, decorative stickers, because who doesn't want to add a little sticker here and there? Am I right? Okay, now one of the beautiful items included this month in the planner kit are these adhesive pockets. So there are 2 of them. There is a larger one and a smaller one. As you can see here, this one has that collage background and then the big fish here. And then the smaller one has the ocean theme and then says salt and sea, yes, please. Also included in this month's planner kit are these 2 cards. This first one is the ink swatch card. So on the back, you can do your pen test and then you can do your stamping test. And then also the little calendar card as well. It's got that fish over here on the left side and then your calendar down here at the bottom. Die cuts. These are self-adhesive. All you have to do is pull the back off and stick them directly onto your page. You don't need a separate tape runner or glue stick. These will stick all on their own. And there is a variety of different shapes and images included. First, we have the tabs. So like I said, they're self-adhesive. All you have to do is peel the back off. And then you have a variety. So if you want to have a to-do section or any types of things that you can dream up that you need in your book each month, we have these little tabs right here in all of the different beautiful patterns included in this collection. And then not only that, we have these decorative die cuts as well. So you can see we have the turtle, we have a shell, a fish in the little cluster right there. Again, another little cluster with the shells and the plants, a large little fish right there, more shells because we all need to envision shell hunting on the beach, am I right? Then we have a swimming turtle and then another underwater cluster as well. So those are really fun for decorating all of the different parts of your planner or other projects. Now, this month we also have a Cocoa Daisy pen. So let's open this up. The pen is so pretty. I love this one so much. The pattern is gorgeous. And this is one of my personal favorite colors, this really pretty blue. And then it has the white anchors and then the clear little crystals in the center. And of course, on the top, the little daisy. Isn't that so cute? And in addition to that, you'll also receive 2 refills for the pen as well. All right, the fun little sticky notepad. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? And then it also has the little chain attached as well. I love it. So cute. All right, then we have a roll of washi tape, which is sort of a nice antiqued kind of linen color, and it has a bunch of vintage text and maps and splatters. And then you also get into the compass as well over here. Can you see that? Really, really usable for sure. It's definitely very beautiful and going to look great on all of our planner pages and other projects as well. Okay, now the last thing that is my personal favorite in the kit this month is this magnetic clip. I always love a magnetic clip. I can't help myself. And this one is a deep teal. So you just open this up, see right there, and then we can stick it to our wherever on our page or to add things to come together or however you choose to use that. So this is the Where the Sea Dreams planner kit, and you can subscribe to this kit on its own just as you see it right here, or you can add in one of our inserts as an add-on as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of the inserts that we're offering with this collection. Okay, so as you can see, we have a nice wide variety of notebooks and planner inserts to choose from. Let's go ahead and we're going to start with the inserts. So I'm going to move those notebooks out of the way. Now we have 3 different sizes. We have a personal size, which is right here, and I have it right here unpunched. Then we have the A5 size, which I have here punched. And then we have our classic vertical inserts, which they come unpunched only, and they are 7 by 9. These also coordinate in the same size as our Daisy planner. So I'm going to show you the classic vertical inserts first because they're a little bit different. We have this heavy duty divider. It's beautiful cardstock weight. And on the back side is a blank grid for notes or, you know, any which way that makes sense for you to use that. And then we flip the next page and we are right into our monthly layout. This is the only dated portion of our inserts. The rest of them are undated. And then we have enough weeks for the whole month. Now And you can see here that there is a little bit of art around the outside, but the actual weekly calendar is blank. So you can add all of your plans, your lists, all of those things right there. So cute. I love how the little fish spills over to both pages. Now on the back of the weekly is just a checklist with, again, a little bit of art. This month says, she beats to the beauty of her wildflower heart and seashore soul. Okay, then we have these striped pages, and they look a little bit different than they do in the other notebooks and inserts, because this one has our striped page with a little bit of art down the side, and then on this side it has a checklist. Now what's unique about this insert, if you're new to this, is that it is perforated, so it's easily foldable, and then you can also tear this list off. Then on the back side, this side is blank, and that side is the checklist. And then on the back of the list is another checklist. And then you can see there's a little bit of art as well that's easy to write over, making this completely functional. Then also, if you choose not to tear this off, but perhaps you want to fold it over, there is still a nice gutter right here that you can have it punched inside your planner, and it does not affect the usefulness in any way. So you see, we also have enough of these that you can have one for each week of the month. So lots of people like to use these for meal planning and then use this part for your grocery list or whatever. People use these for which photos. Lots and lots of different ways to use this striped insert. And then that is it for the classic vertical inserts. Now our A5 and our personal inserts are the same. The only difference is the size. And then of course you can choose if you receive it unpunched or punched. All right, so the cover is, again, a nice heavyweight cardstock that is decorated, so cute. And then the back side has a dated monthly calendar, you can see right here. Then we hop right into our striped pages. And on the back of each striped page is a grid, a dot grid on the back. It's very faint, so you probably can't even see it in this video, but it allows you to use these in different ways. And again, there are enough of these included that you can do an entire month of these without running out. Okay, so then now we are going to get right into our weekly view. So we have another nice grid for notes or lists or whatever you like. And these are all on our beautiful paper, which is bright white. It's fountain pen friendly. It's just a delight to write on. Now, as you can see, we have our weekly view here with a little bit of the art included. And there is, again, enough of these for the whole month. And in between each week are these two notes pages or blank pages with just the grid. So you can include whatever you like on those pages. Once we're finished with those weekly pages, we get into, again, the grid page and then a checklist here. And then we have our dated monthly calendar. And just like the classic vertical, only the monthly calendar is dated. All of the rest of the pages are undated for you to use as you like. Then we have a 12-month overview. You can use this in a large myriad of ways. And then we get right into our dailies, which of course include enough of these for the whole year. I like to look at the dailies as a 2-page daily system. So you have this grid side over here. And then over here we have checklists. We have this little faux sticky note, so cute, a line at the top for the date on both pages, and then a little bit of art as well. So you can see there is lots of room to keep track of everything on these 2 daily pages. And there is enough to have this for each day of the month. Just a beautiful site, all these lovely papers. So those are the A5 and the personal size planner inserts. And as I said already, you can choose to subscribe to these on their own or as an add-on with the planner kit. All right, so now let's dive right into our notebooks. You can see we have a selection of sizes. We have our A5 notebook. We have our standard size notebook. We have a B6 notebook. We have our weeks size notebook, which is the same size as a Hobonichi Weeks. And then we have our mini notebook as well. These are all the same, except one thing about the mini is slightly different. There is not a calendar page included because, as you can see, this is a fairly small notebook and therefore it is difficult to get that whole planner in here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through the A5 for you so that you can see it, but all of these are the same as this A5. It comes with a heavy-duty craft cover just to keep everything safe and protected on the inside. So you can see here is the art and then also this monthly calendar. We have a line or a ruled sheet and our lined portion over here. And then again, the same as the other inserts. There's enough of these for each week of the month, and the art is just ever so slightly different. Then we hop into our semi-blank pages. There is a little bit of art included. You can see the little bits around the edges, but most of the page is just a grid layout. They're so beautiful. And the paper quality is unbelievable. It's just a nice, bright, white paper that you can absolutely use markers or fountain pens, whatever on. And all of these paper products are produced in Michigan, semi-locally to Cocoa Daisy headquarters, and they are using recycled paper and recycled ink at that facility. So you can see there's just lots of pages included. Look at the big fish on that side of the page, but faint enough that you can absolutely just write over top of him. I love the back page this month. The Find Joy in the Journey is so pretty. And the same as the planner inserts, you can select any of the notebooks to subscribe to on their own or in addition to the planner kit. Now, one more notebook that we have is our simple notebook. And this one you can subscribe to with the planner kit or with our scrapbooking kit. This one is the same size as a standard notebook, and it also has the craft cover. But on the inside, we have a variety of white pages. So this one, for example, is a grid, and then also our patterned paper, but the same weight as the rest of our notebooks. This is a dot grid over here, another grid. So you just get to have a little bit of decoration, and then you also get to have some blank pages as well. This is very popular for scrapbooking, but it's also very popular for journaling and planning and all kinds of different things where you just want a little bit more decoration. Now this page also has a ruled page with the lines on it. So it's just fun. It's definitely a little bit different of an insert for planning or journaling, but it is definitely one that you get to be very creative and have a lot of fun thanks to the patterns that are included. This one is a plain dot grid. And there is the back page. So we have all of these inserts that you can subscribe to individually or with our planner kit.